am the light in the darkness. The camera just goes that way when it goes in recording mode, I guess. Okay, so this is gonna be my little intro outro. Because I recognize that I haven't been getting my baseline correct first, and then I got a little thrown off with the interruption between the two parts, and then it cut off before I could finish. So, um, yeah, not the most linear pathway here. But what I should start with is I know everyone's just doing the best that they can with the means that they have. And I know that the circumstances of life at this time do not allow mental energy to dive into questioning the narrative. And I know life throws so many curveballs at us, and yeah, when we don't have the tools to do any better, then that's where we're at. Yeah, what I also wanted to say was, I mean, anyone who knows me knows I've been a bit of a rebel all my life, questioning authority, and I now believe that I chose to come and be a part of this stage of life on Earth, and that I've probably already had this sense that there's something very wrong with certain power aspects, certain people, and that I should question it. And yeah, as awful as some of the things that I've been through have been, I needed all that stuff to happen so that I could be where I'm at now. And I'm strong enough to accept the darkness and then find the joy through that suffering. Because the joy we have right now is things are going to change. Things are changing. The evil cabal plans are crumbling. If anyone doesn't know what the Great Reset means, if that doesn't mean anything to you, I'm going to post an article that I think outlines it very well. There's so many tangents, so many aspects to it to do research into, and this woman, she's done a lot of that and compiled a lot of information in this article, so I urge you to check that out, because the Great Reset is what we're up against, and the earth as one big family living amongst one big beautiful garden. That's what's going to happen, and it's going to be a lot of work to get there. And the best things we can do is connect with each other, build each other up, raise our frequencies. And I am so deeply sorry that my manner of relaying information and demanding attention to certain things that's been more stressful and probably decreased frequencies. Yeah, I'm learning through this, but what I know is that we're on the way, and I just want so badly for the people I love the most to be dancing and rejoicing with me. And it hurts me deeply that the people I love so much are afraid to link arms and dance with me. It's not right. What else did I need to say? Oh, yeah, I just wanted to throw out also stuff going on in. Well, our friend Adamson with Adamson Barbecue, he's at the police break into his restaurant because he's decided to have dine-in restaurant. He's decided to be an essential service. He has decided there's no legal definition of an essential service, and he has decided he is essential and he is going to stay open, which he has every right to do. And police have damaged his property and gone in without any legal authority, and they've had to back away now, realizing that only a Supreme Court can shut him down. What could happen in the next months? Yeah, they could round up all the freedom fighters and throw them in quarantine facilities. They could impose 24/7 lockdowns that you have to remain at home. They're all primed and ready. They've practiced their alerts on their phones. They've got UN police, Chinese military here in Canada. But what I hope happens is the people stand up together and they say, we have the right to live our free lives, that we are not governed by fear. Love over fear, love each other, be together. Love building each other up, love. How I want to express my love to everyone is I would love to come over and visit all of you, help with cleaning the house or any other odd chores that you haven't been able to get to. I would love to cook for you. I would love to make art, music, or painting, or stitching, or anything. Love to take you out on a walk or do a yoga session together. This is what I would love to do with each and every one of my dear ones. And I got my phone. You can call me up anytime and I'll come and do that. And the only thing I'm waiting on is for you to decide that's what you want to do, and to not allow anybody else to tell you when or how you can do that. There's a German band that I've been following, and in my tent, right? They just came out with a new album they wrote in lockdown, and the last song, I think it was the 20. Es ist doch erstaunlich, dass jeder glauben, sich messen zu müssen. Es ist doch erstaunlich, dass jeder glaubt es, sogar zum Wissen, sogar beim Küssen. I messed it up, but it's saying it is essential that everyone believes they have to control themselves, even when kissing. That's the message that is being brainwashed into you, that you must control yourself for some reason, that you can't live a free life. You have to control yourself because the evil forces, they've been trying to control us, and they realize, A, it's much easier if the people control themselves. If they think They're free, but they're not. It's messy, but think about this, folks. You're being told who and when you can have sex with and how. These recommendations. Being told not to get together for Christmas. Another dream I had recently was I was dreaming my family, my mom and my dad's extended side of the family were together making arrangements for a Christmas gathering together, which would never ever happen. So yeah, wild dream. But throughout the course of the dream, no one really wanted to put effort into getting together or to ordering food, and we were like, yeah, well, maybe show up for half an hour, and we don't care if there's food. And I woke up, I'm like, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to push into us that it's not important to get together as family in person. Everything online. Yeah, so I really urge you to read the article that I posted, to look through the global report, to question things, like question why the Rothschilds have a patent on the system and method for testing for COVID-19, and that yeah, they've been working on this since 2015. And the other patents that have dates prior to 2020. There's so much evidence that this has been planned. So much evidence. And I'm not going to stand for it. And the control, and I guess this is closing note. COVID, lockdown, masking, none of that has affected me personally very much. Man, I don't know if my last video got to talking about my experiences. I hope so. Because, yes, my experiences with being harassed for not wearing a mask, that does affect me. That is difficult. But I was already used to doing video calls with my friends. I can be very introverted and not care about staying at home. The reason why I fight so hard is because I can't stand the people. I can't stand knowing how harmful masks are and how many people have to wear them all day. I can't stop caring, knowing about how harmful it is to have masks on all our children, physically and psychologically. I fight because I can't stand knowing how many elderly people are dying alone and also brainwashed into wearing masks, which is going to kill them. Bacteria, pneumonia, bacteria in the masks. Okay, maybe I'm going to have to redo all these videos when I'm even more clear with my notes and my mind. There's just so much to talk about, and I miss being able to sit and talk in person. I really hope all of you can grow not to be fearful, and especially not to be fearful of me. I mean this so truly, that I feel like I am the Jewish community in Nazi Germany. But my mother, she's now having to catch herself not mentioning my name when she's at work, because she mentions that I was around last night at her house. She's going to have big trouble at work. Something very wrong is going on. But I'm really hopeful within a month that this comes out. If it doesn't, I'm going to be in the bush with some cans of chickpeas and hiding without my phone and surviving. Because that's what I'm born to do, is survive the crap. Which we all are. We all are. We're all going to survive this. And we're going to be better for it, because we're going to have learned something. We're going to have learned to only trust ourselves, to be responsible for our own